y'all, I'm Madeline Monahan, but you can call me Maddie. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am responding to the 2020 takeaway tag. I was tagged by my wonderful friend Bree Buonomo, and so today I will be answering some questions. I think there are 10 questions, and at the end of the video I will be tagging 3 more people, so stay tuned. So this tag was originally created by the Right Mama, and it's just sort of a reflection of 2020, of yourself, how you grew, how your channel grew, what you're proud of, what you've accomplished. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into these questions, starting with number 1. What creative projects did you work on in 2020? I mostly worked on my Hades and Persephone novel. I started it back in Camp Nano, I think the June version. Is it in June when Camp Nano happens? I don't remember. But I started it over the summer, and now I'm on draft 3, which is kind of crazy to think about. But I'm very, very proud of that project. I'm really happy with how it's turning out, and I really love my characters. So I'm very excited for the day that I get to finally share that story. That'll be so much fun. Non-writing related things, I started creating a bullet journal for 2021. I have a habit of creating them and then never using them, but it's just the act of creating them that makes me happy. So I'll make them and then they never get used. But I have a pretty little book to look at. But I do consider them a creative project, and I am proud of them, which is kind of a weird thing to be proud of, but hey, little victories, right? Also, I was able to be part of 2 very fun film projects, one of which actually just came out today, December 31st, and I'm so excited to finally be able to sit down and talk to everybody about that, and that will be happening later. But I am very excited to finally share that. It was so much fun to work on. Both projects were really fun to work on, and I am so grateful for those opportunities. Question number 2 is, how would your protagonist or protagonists have reacted to the chaos of 2020? And the only protagonist that I can really speak for right now is Persephone. I guess I could speak for Hades too, but I'm gonna stick with Persephone because her reaction would be, don't I have enough? She already has a very chaotic life. She already just has no idea what to do with the situation that she's in. The last thing she would need is the chaos of 2020. Number 3 is, what is a writing lesson that you will carry over into 2021? And I've said it before and I will say it again. The thing that I have sort of adapted as my motto is, welcome to writing, where everything is made up and the word count doesn't matter. Because I realized this past NaNoWriMo, again, that I was not thrilled with the word count. I felt much better about my writing when I didn't pay attention to that. And so I think that the most important thing in ensuring you are writing something that's of quality as opposed to quantity is that you just don't pay attention to the word count. You know, if your story feels right, it doesn't matter what your word count is. You know, your book is not going to be defined by how many words you have. It's going to be defined by your characters, by your scenes, by your pacing, by your flow. It's not the word count. The word count doesn't matter. So that is what I'm going to be carrying with me into 2021 and for the rest of my, probably for the rest of my writing career, if I have a career, writing, hobby, thing. Well, that rules you out, Pip. Number 4 is your favorite quote that you read or wrote in 2020. I read a lot, surprisingly, in 2020. 2020 was actually a really good year for books for me. I really kind of have become a more avid reader this year. But it's like, because I've read so much, I can't pinpoint an actual quote that I liked from any of the books. I mean, there are a lot of moments that I liked, but I can't think of like specific quotes. But I can say that my favorite quote that I wrote was from my Hades Persephone novel, and that is, the fates were laughing the day I was born. And I just feel like that sets up the whole darn story. Question number 5 is, what's something you did on your channel in 2020 that you are proud of? And honestly, I'm just glad that I made a channel, because I had been going back and forth about it forever, thinking like, oh, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. It probably isn't gonna do anything for me. I'm probably gonna forget. I'm gonna be inconsistent, which honestly I have been pretty inconsistent. There was a lot of doubt when I was trying to make this channel. And so the fact that I actually sat down and made my introduction video and kept making videos after that, I mean, that is something that I am incredibly proud of. I'm just kind of proud of all of it. That, you know, I'm proud that I was able to get over that hurdle of doubt and sit down and make them. So I'm happy about that. Question number 6 is, in what ways did you and your channel grow in 2020? And for me, I definitely learned who I was as a writer. Again, going back to the word count doesn't matter. You know, I've learned that taking your time with a story is more important than just word vomiting to get to a certain word count. And it really has helped, I feel like, especially with this Hades Persephone novel that I am working on, is it's really helped me gotten to know my characters more and know what they want and know what motivates them, you know, and I feel like that is so important, and that's something I didn't know a year ago. That's something I didn't know even when I first started AuthorTube. It is something that just came to me as time went on and I did more of it and I had more experience. And so, you know, it's definitely more about slow and steady wins the race. You are the tortoise when you are writing. You know, you don't want to be the hare. You want to take your time and you want to make sure that what you have makes you feel good, not, you know, I'm just trying to get to the end of this. How you feel about your novel is much more important than how long it is. And as for my channel, you know, a lot of people would probably look at it and they'd be like, oh, 176, that's not a lot of subscribers. That's 176 people who want to see this, who want to like sit down with me and talk with me. And that is just amazing. Honestly, like I never would have expected that. Like when I started this, I was not expecting anything, but 176 of you are interested in hanging out with me, and that's just awesome, you know. And it's really it is awesome, and the whole reason I'm here is for y'all. So thank you. Question number 7 is, what other channels brought you joy? And they don't all have to be AuthorTube related. Well, if I listed them all, we would be here all day. But I have made so many awesome friends here, and if I listed all of them, again, we would be here all day because I would gush about each and every one of them. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to put all their links in my description box so you all can go and subscribe to them and enjoy them. And I just am incredibly grateful for them because they are such an inspiration. They are so encouraging. They're so sweet, you know, and they always have something, you know, that helps. I know that sounds weird, but like I can go to them and be like, hey, I feel like I'm stuck on this, or hey, I just need to talk about like personal stuff, and they're like, we're here for you. And it's been such an amazing and embracing community, and it's just such a wonderful group of people that I've stumbled into, and so their channels just all make me so happy, and I absolutely adore each and every one of them. Non-AuthorTube related channels that I've enjoyed, honestly, is kind of just BuzzFeed Unsolved. I adore that show and I watch way too much of it. I also enjoy Watcher, which is by the same people from BuzzFeed Unsolved, so that stuff is fun too. But I love unsolved stuff. I loved unsolved true crime and supernatural stuff. It's just fun. They dropped a new season earlier this year, and I was like, we are doing this. I got my hat out and everything. I was ready. Question number 8 is, what new hobbies or interests or /interests did you pick up in 2020? And I don't know if I picked up anything new. I mean, the bullet journaling, I guess, is kind of new-ish. But again, I just like designing them. I'm not so much into the actual usage of them, but I like designing them. So I guess designing bullet journals is a hobby that I've gotten more into in 2020. And then an interest that was sort of rekindled in 2020 was my interest in acting. And like I said at the top of the video, I was part of 2 film projects this year, and both were just an absolute blast. I had so much fun on them. Getting back into that has really made me happy because I really enjoy that. I loved theater as a kid. I loved theater in high school, you know, and then life got in the way. I wasn't able to do anything for a while because I was trying to figure out where I wanted to be, you know, who I wanted to be, what I wanted to do in my future. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna try this again. And I just remembered how much fun it is and how many wonderful people you meet through it, how many wonderful people you get to work with. I was really excited to get back into it, and I'm really happy that I'm back into it now. So I don't know if anything will ever come out of it, but I was very happy that that was something that I took a chance on. Question number 9 is, what would you tell your past January 2020 self in preparation for the upcoming year? Honestly, I would sit them down and I would say, you are going to be out of a job for a little while. You're not going to be able to go see your work friends every day. You're not going to be able to really go out to dinner. You're going to be stuck in your apartment with a noisy bird and 2 cats, and you might go a little crazy sometimes. But the silver lining out of all of it is you are going to start an authortube channel, and through that channel you are going to make some amazing friends. You're going to make friends who you have Zoom calls with, who you text every day, who you share ideas with, who you do live streams with, who you do collab videos with. You are going to find such wonderful, wonderful people, and they are the ones who are going to help you get through this crazy, crazy year. They are going to help you get through the loneliness. They are going to help you get over the hurdles. They are what's going to get you to the end of 2020. And you are going to be so happy by the end of it. Question number 10 is, what are 3 positive words that you can carry with you into 2021? I think the first word that I would carry over would be confidence, because that is always something that I've struggled with. I think that's just sort of a human thing sometimes, to struggle with confidence. And so I think that if I just have that word on standby at all times, you know, I'll have the confidence to sit down and make videos. I'll have the confidence to go to auditions. I'll have the confidence to finish my book, you know. So it's just, I think having that word always in the back of my mind will be important. Just be confident. Maybe confident instead of confidence. I don't know. I would also say encourage, because I think it is very important to encourage not only yourself but others. And I think that, you know, the more you encourage others, the more happier not only they will be but also you will be. And so it's kind of a nice little thing to do. And, you know, and I think that's so important too, after this crazy year that we've had, that we just keep encouraging each other to do what we love and enjoy what we do. So I definitely think that encourage is one that will be traveling with me into 2021. Number 3, I guess, is kind of a cheesy one, but it's just happy. You know, find a way to be happy every day, even if it's doing something little, like, you know, taking a moment to read a chapter in your book, or if making your bed makes you happy, or cooking, or running, or whatever. Just find something to make you happy in every day. And honestly, happiness is kind of what we need right now. So this is what I need, at least. So I think, you know, just find something every day that makes you happy, and then you'll never have your own personal rain cloud like Eeyore. So there you all go. There are the 2020 takeaway questions. I would like to thank Bree for tagging me in this, and the Right Mama for starting this tag. I would like to tag Helene Foy, Zara Hoffman, and Meredith Phillips So y'all, it's your turn. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to tell me what your 2020 takeaway is, go ahead and leave a comment down below. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button, hit that like button, and ring that bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And I will see y'all in my next video.